the project starts from the university's perspective when Philippa Langley from the Richard III Society approaches us and says, would you like to help us with this excavation? So the university steps in and our archaeologists then pick up the leadership of the project, and we use old maps to gauge where on the Greyfriars site we think the lost church of the Greyfriars might be located.
It's just not the easiest pitch in the world to look for a king under a car park, but I think they could see that our research was strong, and it was, we had the mitochondrial DNA sequence of Richard III. We'd dismissed the story of his bones being thrown into the River Soar, and we also had an idea of where the church was. And I think that's why it was important getting the University of Leicester on board to then come in and really start ratifying that research and really confirming what they thought as well.
So we then start cutting these trenches, and on the very first day we find human remains. But of course you would expect to find human remains on the site of the friary. So it's only when we work out where the chapter house is, where the church is, and where the choir of the church is of the Greyfriars that penny suddenly drops, and we realise that these remains we found on the first day are right in the area of the church where we're looking for. And we find curvature of the spine and battle injuries to the head. So we then take the remains back to the University of Leicester, and my academic colleagues carry out all kinds of tests on them. The two key ones are the carbon-14 dating that tells us that this individual died in the late 15th century, which of course is the time of the Battle of Bosworth and Richard's death, and then the clincher that the DNA that we've extracted from the skeleton found at Greyfriars matches that of a known descendant from Richard III's sister, Anne of York. And that gives us the proof that we were looking for, that these remains are indeed those of King Richard III.
Checking every site, and you see it's matching. I went very quiet. I think it just starts to sort of sink in a little bit, and you think, oh my goodness, it's quite a profound thing to be doing. And then I confess I did a little dance around the lab, just because I was so excited.
That was the most incredible result. We never expected that in our wildest dreams. Not with ancient DNA, because it can corrupt, it can mutate, but we got it. So it's incredible.
It is a fantastic story that we've been able to share with the world today. I'm really pleased we were able to hold the punchline until the last minute, because we've always felt it's important that people see the evidence that has led us to the conclusion that we've reached. So we were really pleased that the story didn't blow before today.
I think we're all so exhausted. I think we'll probably go home and have a mug of cocoa. But we're going to celebrate. And we've got our 90th anniversary coming up next year, which will be the year that we rebury King Richard. So I think there's going to be a lot of celebrating going on.